Assalamu alaikum. I'm called Talha. Hope you're doing all right. So I'm back with a video. It's been 9 days, I think, since I last uploaded. I've been really busy. Obviously, I have AS exams, AS level exams in uh, in May. So I'm preparing a lot for that. I don't get time, for this YouTube, and I'm also learning a bit of Arabic. Ever since. I've started like about 1 or 2 weeks. It's been it's a really short time since I started. Um, so obviously it's gonna be hard when you're gonna prepare for your exams all day long for like long hours. Do some stuff, do some home stuff like everyone has stuff to do at home. Uh, Along with that, when I get free time, I have to learn Arabic. So I didn't get enough free time to make this vid. Now I have, and I'm making a vid. So yesterday there was a FIFA Club World Cup game between Al Ahli FC and Bayern. I can't really make a video. I mean, who cares about that trophy? It's not. It's really a Mickey Mouse, but we will complete a six tuple if we win that trophy. So I might make a video for the final. So but not yet. Not for the semi final. What am I going to talk about then? Obviously there is something which is pretty weird, pretty gharib, as they say in Arabic, pretty weird. The Premier League. Look at that table. If that table isn't weird, then I don't know which table is weird. Although it is like kind of shaping up because Man City are effectively 8 points ahead of Man United in second place because of their game in hand. But still, if we've seen a lot in this season, we might see something else. Maybe Leicester do a Leicester. I think Leicester do a Leicester 2.0. West Ham finishing in the top four. It might happen. It's hard. I don't think they can keep up with Liverpool if Liverpool come back to their best. But that, I mean, who knows? This season has been full of surprises. I mean, Tottenham were once the title contenders. Now they're eighth place out of any European spot. What happened on the most recent weekend? This happened in midweek. This Manchester United beat Southampton 4-0. Where's the Man City game? Did they even play? I think the game was postponed. Maybe they beat Burnley. That happened. Nothing too much to talk about except for the fact that wow, respect to Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This weekend, Man United bottled a two-goal cushion against Everton. They bottled a two-goal cushion and then a one-goal lead at the freaking end. I didn't really. I watched the ending of the game, but I don't really know who made the mistake at the end. Some people on Facebook I saw blaming Twanzebe, and Twanzebe came on for Greenwood to defend. And if it was his mistake, then wow, you come on to defend for the last like 2 or 3 minutes of added time, and you mess up two whole points. Then that's just a wow. Calvert-Lewin is so calm. He finished. He probably not probably, but he possibly has stealing the title away from Man United and ironically handed it to Liverpool, his rivals, Everton's rivals. Maybe this might be the case at the end of the day that Everton caused Liverpool to win the title. That might be the case, but his calmness, he was so calm after scoring the goal. He didn't get all too crazy like Kimmich does or Henderson does. Just a normal celebration, although he scored not a great goal, but a goal which few people can amongst them can say that we scored a goal like this in added time. I think it was so late in the game, and it pretty much broke Man United hearts. I think look back at the game and look at the faces of De Gea and at the face of Maguire. They were they were pretty much heartbroken. Look at their faces. They were pretty much like those faces remind me of the faces of like Dutch players when they conceded in 2010 in the final, or like Argentine players. They were just standing there, hopeless, helpless, something like that. Because another thing was that in this game, this weekend, they had a prospect of maybe maybe like coming near to Man City. They were effectively, and when I say effectively, I consider the game in hand to be 3 points. Effectively 6 points behind Man City, but they knew that Man City are gonna get a trip to Anfield, which they can lose. They didn't. With hindsight, we can say it was a normal weekend for Man United, but we that's hindsight. At that point in time, Man United knew that they might get like a little bit close the gap if Liverpool draw City or beat City in Anfield, which they can. It's Anfield. So yep, Man United bottled a lead. First they bottled a 2 goal lead, then that 1 goal lead. I think they have the most goals scored. Where are those goals? Uh, Look at that. 49 goals. More than anyone in the league. More than Man City. More than Liverpool. More than Aston Villa, who scored 7 against Liverpool. They've conceded 30. They've scored the most, and they've no. They have. There are clubs who have conceded more than Man City, but look at those teams. They are the Leeds, the Crystal Palace, the Southampton, Wolves, Newcastle, West Brom have conceded 54. Sheffield, but those are small clubs. In the top half, in the top not, like in the big clubs, they are the one who have scored, who have conceded the most. They've conceded more than twice those goals Man City have conceded. When I saw the goal difference, I was like, such a big gap between City and United. United scored 9 against Southampton. Now I know what it is. They concede 6 against Tottenham. They concede 3 against Southampton. 2 over there. An odd clean sheet here or there. I mean, Harry Maguire is a good player. Lindelof is a good player. I think it was he made a heroic block. I don't know who it was against. It was against Burnley, was it? Or was it? He made a heroic block in the time when he wasn't injured, when he was playing for in place of Lindelof, the injured Lindelof. In that time, I think he made a heroic block towards the end. Maguire, I can't say he's a bad player. He gets a lot of blame for when Man United lose, but doesn't get praise for them when they win. I think he's not that bad. The thing is that when he's blamed a bit too much, and when he deserves praise, he doesn't get that praise. So that's why he's considered like a bad player or something like that. He's a good player, but obviously he's not at the level of maybe Premier League winning. Maybe he might be with a little bit of polishing in his skills. Maybe De Gea, he's a legend goalkeeper, but I can't talk too much about this. I mean, Dean Henderson, Dino start? In my personal opinion, I think no, because it's mid-season. De Gea has taken Man United all the way here, and we're there in second place. And it's been a long time since the start of the season. We are only 15 games are left till the end. So I don't think they should be switching their first choice goalkeeper. Dino should play the Europa League. That I agree with. Dino should play the Europa League. The other game, Liverpool, Man City. Liverpool just not at their best. At their best, they dismantled Man City. I think it was the 17-18 season. They dismantled Man City thrice. 3-0 at Anfield Champions League, 2-1 at the Etihad Champions League, and 4-3 at Anfield Premier League. They dismantled them twice. Although they didn't even win a trophy that season, they came out trophyless because of that loss in the Champions League final against Real Madrid. Liverpool far from their best. I heard I didn't watch the game. I heard Foden scored a beauty of a goal, and I'm like, wow. I mean, he's really young. He's 20 years old. He used to be a ball boy for Man City when he was in the academy. He's a Man City fan as well. He's a boyhood Man City. He's a boyhood citizen. He's a fan ever since he's a fan since they weren't even the powerhouse they are now. He's a fan from the time when they were just like Leeds United or Sheffield United or like those small clubs. Wow, I mean, wow, what a story Phil Foden is. Didn't watch the game, so can't talk too much about that. The only thing I watched of these two games, Liverpool City and Everton Man United, I watched the last goal. I watched like 15 odd minutes and plus added time of the Man United Everton game, so I watched that goal. So yep, that should be it, I guess, for the video. Man United 8 points behind Man City. Man United can even go outside the top four. Provided that Man City win the game they have in hand, Man United would be closer to fifth place than to first place. So they can finish out top four. I don't really want that to happen. I think Manchester United are they're a good team to have around. They're a big club. They're not like Man City or Chelsea who just bought their way up, or like a Red Bull Leipzig, Lipstick Leipzig. Uh, so I think that should be it for the video. I'll see you guys. I'll talk to you guys and I'll talk to you guys in another video.